Back to Salt Lake Acupuncture Clinic in today's sponsored segment with Dr. Scott. And Dr. Scott, I have to say, we love coming and getting to know you, but also the patients that you have. We form these bonds, we come back, we check up with them.
Yes.
And there's a whole community now of our viewers who tell us how this has changed their quality of life, how much this works. You're a household name around at this point. Remind our viewers what it is you do and specialize in.
Oh, goodness. Yes. Well, we do see a lot of people that have neuropathy. And, you know, as we've discussed before, it's this horrible, sharp shooting pain, the burning that you get in your feet. Now, I don't think we've actually talked though, but something that can happen is it not only happens in your feet, but it can happen in your hands too. Can you imagine?
This is something that I didn't realize until we met today's patient. This is Robert. Let's take a listen to his story. What a pleasure to meet and get to know Robert today, who told me his wife had Good Things Utah on. And Robert, you overheard a segment with Dr. Scott talking about neuropathy, and you said, hold on, I need to track her down. This is something I'm struggling with. What were those symptoms? What did it feel like on a daily basis?
Little pins and needles in your feet, and your arms would go numb. The forearms, especially when you roll over or something, you go to sleep on you or something, and it just was and then at night it'd get really kind of nasty in your feet. So
both the hands and the feet. I can't imagine the struggle you must have been feeling and facing every day. So what has it been like now that you've been coming here for a few months?
Well, it's definitely getting better. I've lost the really bad ones. You know, I don't get those anymore.
You're seeing an improvement,
Yeah,
and you
my
had
arms seem to be almost healed.
almost healed in just a short amount of time. And what is it like when you are here? What is the environment, Dr. Scott, like, and the treatment itself?
Oh, I give them a bad time, but they're nice to me. They put up with me. They're really nice people. I can't say been anywhere when people are any nicer.
Yeah, and you had also heard she came highly recommended,
Yes,
so
I
you
did.
had to track her down. What would you say to others? There's a lot of viewers who are struggling just like you and who might not know where to turn. What would you tell them?
So you get your rear end in here now, quickly. Not worth going through that pain.
And speak to the quality of life. If your arms are feeling almost healed and there is that hope and that progression out there, how does that feel mentally, emotionally, as well as physically now?
Well, just, I didn't want to be without my feet, and, I'm feeling a whole lot better that way, and I can turn over in my bed, and, my arm's not always asleep on me. So that was kind of a weird feeling.
Yeah.
So anyway, I can't see anybody want to live with this stuff.
Yeah. And there is hope right here. I'm so glad it's working for you and you're doing so well. Thank you so much, Robert.
Thank you.
I loved Robert. And he also said, he fact checked. Who did he go to ask about you?
He did. After all that work to get that information on us, he actually popped in and talked to his podiatrist in Mill Creek and said, is this real or is this a scam? And she said, no, there's been good success with this. Go give it a go.
It speaks for itself, the results that you deliver. And he also reminded me that you are the only one in Utah who specializes in this.
That is correct. We not only use needles, we're an acupuncture clinic, of course, but we stay on the cutting edge of technology. And we incorporate ATP resonance biotherapy into their treatment. And we are the only ones in Utah that has that. So that's how we're seeing all these fabulous results.
If you are struggling like Robert, you heard him get your rear end in here. How did they do that?
Yes, first step is to get you in for a consultation. They're going to get that number up on the screen for you. Let's get all those rear ends in.
I loved your patience so much. Thank you so much. Good to see you.
You too.
All right, get a hold of Dr. Scott right there. Thank you so much for the sponsored segment.